I'm just going to talk a couple minutes and let the video keep running while I do. This is another micro-strategy game, kind of like Kingdom was last week. There's something really enjoyable about strategy on this scale. I think it's when you strip down the genre to just the most basic elements, and it works, it ends up being a lot of fun. So, how this game works is that you've got 3 armies and 3 lanes of enemies. Each enemy type has different strategies. Orcs charge at you in a big horde, demons use long-range magic, etc. You have 3 armies yourself: spearmen, knights, and mages. Each turn of the game consists of placing your units to fight against one of the invading armies. You can have as many armies as you want fight on each lane. The goal is to clear each lane of enemies and take out the castle at the end of them, and the enemies that spawn in rival armies get more powerful each time. In battle, the game works as a combination of timing and resource management. You spawn your army on the left side of the screen, and the goal is to kill all of the enemies and break through on the right side of the screen. Damage the enemy line enough and win, have yours damaged enough and you lose. You have a recharging amount of mana that pays for abilities you can use during the fight, and pays to spawn new units. Each of your 3 armies has a special ability and stats. Mages can attack from across the screen. Spearmen can do a quick dash, and knights are focused around defense. After each fight an army wins, you can upgrade their stats, and after each turn, where all 3 of your armies move, you can buy an upgrade from the shop. I played a bit more of this game than I have recorded here, and I actually ended up beating it. I'd probably say it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to play through the whole thing. It does initially work as a strategy game, but it's got a weird difficulty curve to it. Towards the end of the video, here I start running into trouble and losing, but after the recording finished, I quickly turned around and had almost invincible armies thanks to a couple more upgrades. At the end of the game, my army of knights were unbeatable, and I beat the final boss of the game in about 5 seconds. It's definitely not a hard game once you figure out what you're doing, and I kinda have a problem with that since the concept works so well for a smaller game. Part of it is definitely the format that the game runs in. There's a few strategies that pretty much always work. Bum rushing the enemy line with a clumped group of units right at the start of a match wins about half the time and takes out most of the enemy's health the other half. So it's not perfect, and the strategy is easy to break, but it's fun in a way that gradually increasing numeric values are a rewarding gameplay experience. It's a decent enough game to beat once and never touch again.